January 21st, 1893. There's still more mysteries in that house, though. Like what happens when all the faces are removed. Come in. Kaufman, are you alright? Worry not, Wakefield. I'm just feeling a bit feeble. It must be all this cold and humidity. Nothing serious. I would like to know your opinion on what we have heard during yesterday's session. Do you remember anything that could help us in our search? The underground tunnel. I believe that this underground tunnel has left a deep impression on Professor Wright's subconscious. I agree. The horror he experienced at the end of the session was far too intense to derive solely from his imagination. It speaks of some trauma. Guess I gotta go through all of these. The sea was a recurring theme during the hypnotic regression. Yes, it is true. Maybe the entrance to this tunnel is somewhere closer to the coast. Throughout the trance, he saw an unknown figure with no visible face. The floating body in the water, the person near the rocks, the one beside the piano. Yes, indeed, but I am afraid it's too soon to unveil the true meaning of those images. Professor Wright mentioned a man that shouted at him near the entrance to the tunnel, begging him not to continue. I cannot remember his name. It's Oscar, right? Very good. It was Oscar. Ha ha ha. We should attempt to find him. He may know something about Professor Wright's fears. If we can find this man, I'm sure we will shed some light upon the mystery. Why don't you go to the village and try to find out something about Oscar? My apologies, but I must stay here and recover my strength. I hope you don't die of terror. But I want to go back to the mansion. I want to go back to the mansion and look at the statues since they all have their masks off. Am I going to have to restart the chapter to do that? Why are these different colors? Oh. It's just here. I guess I don't need to be here yet. I'm sure I'm going to come back. Watch, there's a critical item there. The Fisherman's Lodge. Looks like a nice place. Is it made of logs? No, it's not a nice... You cannot cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. The sea chooses harbors to laugh in like sailors do. The sea of those who are... Dude, you can't hold a tune. An old poster of a local traditional sport. It's football. American football. This lady is dressed rather elegantly for someone who came to drink in a place like this. When I think Fisherman's Lodge, I think like... I don't know. I've never been in a Fisherman's Lodge, but I just assumed it would be like this big, like log cabin looking thing. It's clean and got a fire in the hearth and... Stop singing! Let me drink in peace. Are you a ship captain? Why, what's it to you? Does I look like a captain? Your hands, your 3 earrings. Because of the 3 earrings you're wearing that I can definitely see. You have doubled the 3 capes, is that right? Indeed I have, good hope, reel and horn. Therefore I hold the right to stand before kings and to piss against the wind. Good luck with that. If I dies in the sea, there's 3 rings will pay me awake, but no, that'll not happen now. Do you mean you will not set sail again? I love the sea more than anything. Is my passion, my freedom, and my life. But there are many things about him that we do not know. Him being the sea? There are far from the coast and the deep dark things that we are still unprepared to behold. Believe me, those things await deep down. Have you seen any of those things? No, but you may have heard one or two of the stories the fishermen tell about things out there. It's naught but tales for young'uns, mere superstition for men too cowardly to face the dark. Any good seaman knows that in a strong wind, a stretched rope can shake and sing. I myself have mistaken such keening for the wail of a child. There was one time it was nothing of the sort. Then, the sea howled. It was not thunder, not a strong wave clashing with my ship, no. It was like a voice. It spoke to me in a language I cannot describe. Sound muttered by a living something. A call unlike anything I'd ever heard before. It sounded like Cthulhu. And I understood. What did you understand? I understood there was no more freedom for me. That the sea now had other lords. And whoever they were, I did know they would not share it. What happened then? As I navigated back to the shore, I lost control of my ship in a great storm. The rocks, the cliffs did the rest. I did not know where the remains of my dear Augustine ended up with the passing of years and tides. I looked for them once, for many moons, but all I found was this bar in the bottom of an empty glass. I've never returned to the shore since. May she forgive me. Now leave me be. Okie dokie. You have the gratitude of me and my whiskey. All that blathering worked up a right sore thirst. Old pictures of the village's inhabitants. The wheel taken from the helm of a ship. Perhaps a trinket from the owner's days as ship's helmsman. These two fishermen have just given me a suspicious look. Don't like it when strangers come into the bar. Good morning. You want a drink? What's with that man on the corner? Fred, you can ignore him. He's a sad, lonely drunk. Do you know a man called Oscar? You mean Father Oscar? You can find him in the church when he's not in here. It's right outside. That's not what I meant to say. Have you met Professor Wright? The professor? Sure. Saw him every other day as a youngin'. Always involved in the village. He was la-di-da all right, but the folk respected him. He got stuck in. Didn't last though. Shut himself away. Started getting visitors from out of town. He stopped coming to the village eventually. Last I heard, he's gone crazy. None of us knows for sure though. Been years since I saw him. Bye. Bottles of rum, dark beer, and a couple of taps of pale ale. What's this? An old poster of American football. Alright, is this the church then? I cannot go in. So it's over here, I guess. Talk to somebody in the window? No. The window is closed shut. Is that the guy from Chapter 1? Season 2, Chapter 1? Who wanted our stuff? Who wanted the thing that was taken? That's a church door. This is the door of the Church of Wickport. I can go over here. What's over here? Ooh, neat. Nice. I like this place. It's like cliffs, cozy cove. Some abandoned wooden planks. Perhaps they are here for the repair of local fishing boats. Can I take them? No. An old rotting boat rests on the shore. The name Providence is written on the side. Nothing new about the oar. Anything over here? There is something over here. An old rusty bronze bell, typical of a seafaring vessel. It is engraved with the name Augustine. which I called Augustine 5 minutes ago. I think it's Augustine, though. Someone may be able to tell me more about it. This old ship is completely wrecked. It definitely looks wrecked. All I can see is scrap metal. Right, this way, into the church. It's closed. Maybe I gotta go ask the sailor about the bell. Oh, that person closed the door again. They scared. Oh yeah, there's also an... Oh no, that's just the hotel. What do you have to say about this? Why, that bell is from Augustine. My Augustine, where on earth did you find it? I found it on the bench near the shipwreck. I thought I would never see it again. I'll clean it and make it shiny new. Wickport Beach? Our beach? Why, I must go. I must go straight away. Oh, to be reunited with my poor Augustine. What will remain of her? No, I dare not go. Oh, but I must. Good day to you, sir. Bye. Can I take anything from your table? What about these guys? Nope. Nope. You have anything new to say? When will the church open? Wonder if you knew when the church will open. I knocked on the door, but there was no answer. Church, let me give you some advice. Barmaids ain't the people to ask about church opening hours. This here bar is my church. Most of the villagers come to see things my way too. We prays here these days. But no, you'd still know when it opens, especially if it's right across the street. The whole village has forsaken the church? But why? The town is forsaken. No work on the coast these days, see? Few can make a living. Most of the fishers and sailors have up and left. Half the cottages lie abandoned. Those who stayed, they barely have their homes, except to come here, of course. Barely leave their homes. But surely there must be more than just this. Many coastal towns face the same struggle, but none lie abandoned. Well, there's rumors. Silly stories if you ask me, but some take 'em real serious. Fishers, big dependable guys, they'll tell you they've seen stuff there on the water. Apparitions, shapes among the rocks. I say it's the booze talking, and I should know. Who could see anything in all that mist anyway? But fishers, they're superstitious. Folk believe the tales, and one by one they just didn't come home no more. What can you tell me about Captain Morville? Does he come here often? Fred, he's a regular. A sad, lonely drunk. Alright, bye. Now does the church open? Can I talk to this person? No. Is it open? Do I gotta go down to the beach again? Okay. Back over here, probably. Sorry. Neither the cracks in your hole nor your flaking paint. None of it matters. You're beautiful as ever, Augustine. Today we'll watch the sunset together. Good sir, I cannot put into words what a great service you have rendered this drunken knave. Just as you, a stranger, have brought me to my lost treasure, may this old sailor's spyglass, in whatever way it can, help light the way to yours. Take it as a gift from the heart. Thank you. An old telescope. It has been rusted by salt water, but it is still in good condition. I gotta look at something. I wonder if there's something to look at here on the shore. What's that? Is it a rock? I want to go over there. What is this, Mist 5? Oh, again, I can't help but make Mist references. No, stand here and look at you. Alright, do you have anybody in here have something new to say? Nope. I guess I'm taking the spyglass to the... whatever. The inn. That's what they're called back then. The inn. Here, have a telescope. Let's look through the window. Nope. I want to talk to you. How are you feeling? I'm feeling alright, my friend. Just a bit tired. I've discovered the identity of the man we seek. Oscar is the priest of Wickport Parish. The church's door is closed. My dear Wakefield, what advice can I offer? A church would not remain closed all day. If you must wait, then do so. In the meantime, talk to the villagers. Perhaps they will reveal something useful about the professor. I will let you rest. Thank you, my friend. So, I guess we talk... because, like, obviously it's not just wait. Wait. Can't talk to that person. We gotta just keep talking to people, I guess. Who else is there to talk to? Gotta see something with a spyglass, I think. Telescope. There's nowhere to look, though. I gotta do something. Look over there. Look over here. What is that? Far in the distance, I can see a lonely tree bent by the sea wind. But I can't look at it through a telescope. How far can I walk? Anything else I can see? You have anything to say? Walk as far as you can. There's no sun to watch. So many different parts of the ship to click on. I don't know if there's anything... Is any part of it something different? I don't know. Okay. This person just didn't close the window this time. Excuse me, are you spying on me? I'm sorry, I did not mean to. You're not from these parts, are you? No, I'm just passing through. Are you alright? Yes. Could you do me a favor? For a long time I have wanted to visit the tomb of my lover, but I cannot leave the house due to my illness. Could you please leave these flowers there? No one in this village will do this service for me. Alright. Where is that place? Oh, you could not know how grateful I am. You are a good, kind person. You could go to the graveyard through that path right there. The name you need to look for is Carter. Ah, we get a new place on the map. Why were you spying on me? Oh, do not put it like that. It sounds so terrible. I just want to watch the folk pass by. I cannot leave the house, so I spend my days at the window. It is awfully interesting. You learn a lot about people this way, you know. Really? What can you tell me about myself? I have only observed you for a while, but I can tell you are on an important mission, looking for someone dear. There is a worry over your shoulders and a long way ahead of you. Well, that was remarkable. I'm frankly astonished. Let me see, what can you tell me about the barmaid? Ava is a woman with a strong character. Once I saw her kick out a group of drunk sailors from the pub without a doubt. She is in a bad mood lately, because business is not what it used to be. She will not leave the village, though, as did the others. Let me see, what can you tell me about Captain Morville? Poor Fred is always drunk. In the old times when he was not sailing, he had long walks on the beach and looked happy. But now rare is the occasion when he gives a quick glance at the coast. He has lost all hope. What can you tell me about Father Oscar? He is a man who has lost his purpose. I see him walking aimlessly in the morning and evening, nervous and doubtful. Alright, thank you for everything, and have a good day. Yeah, the amount of information that we give off just by walking around the way that we do things is kind of amazing. It's kind of incredible how much you can learn about someone just by watching them, and also kind of scary to know how much other people can learn about you just by watching you. But it's a part of being human, and you know, we have an image that once we understand that people learn information by looking at us and how it works, we can craft an image so that we can say, so that we can look like who we want, the type of person we want to be when other people see us. That's something that I've been working on in myself in my own life lately. Rose Carter, is this the right one? Gerald Bailey. Bury my body with the salted driftwood, with the green seaweeds and the worn out ropes, where I can feel the cold autumn breeze. Farewell to those of you who walk beside my grave. Here I lie, my name written on stone under the sun. Mary Jane Bennett. Is that a Pride and Prejudice reference? Were they the Bennetts? Are these references to literature? Do not bring flowers to this place, for rum is all I crave. Now I rest under the same stars I sailed by when alive. Daniel Aberton. It's broken. There's no name, date, or epitaph on this gravestone. Kinda sad. Yeah, is there anything to see over here? There's a direction to go. I'll leave the flowers before going. The first one was Carter. Rose Carter. Ah, it sounds like the church is open. The bells of the church. It seems the priest is calling mass. But I'm gonna go this way first. Ooh, that's kind of creepy. It's just a shadow, though. I have to say, Season 2 has been a lot less creepy than Season 1. Kind of missed Season 1. The creepiness of Season 1 is what drew me to these games. Now it's just kind of like... It's a pixel point-and-click puzzle game with a little it's gloomy, but it's not horrifying. A wind-swept old gnarly tree is clinging onto the cliff with what roots remain. Someday it will fall into the ocean below. Good morning, I am Dr. Wakefield. You come from the town, don't you? You needn't answer, I know by your accent. Be careful round these cliffs, there is no place for tourists. It's hardly a place for anyone now. You best be on your way back. Strange things have been happening here. What do you mean? Seamen and fishermen alike swear to have heard voices in the rising tide. Inhuman screams, some of them say. And there are some who claim to have witnessed ungodly things in the dead of night. I once saw a ghastly thing crawling out there amidst the rocks. That thing, the one you saw on the rocks, can you tell me more about it? Late night it was, me and my boat fishing. That's when I gets the best catch. Then I saw it, not under the water as the others say. It was on a rock, perched there like it was smelling for something. The shape of it, like nothing I ever saw before, not walking the earth nor swimming in the sea. The thing was big and hunched over like a crouching man. The way it moved, it made my flesh crawl. Whatever it was, the mist itself was its ally. hiding it from my bare eyes, and in the end disappearing away together. I swear, should I see that horror again, I will take my most vicious harpoon and thrust it so deep in its wretched body that they will have to bury them together. Screams, you say? People have heard screams coming from the sea? Bloody drunks. They say the sea howls at them, as if that was something new. So what are you doing up here? I come here when I can to watch the shore, just in case that thing comes back. The mist down there is just too thick. I can see better from here, even if my eyes are not what they used to be. Damn it, if I could somehow regain my once sharp eyesight again, by God, I would impale that abomination for sure. Have a telescope. Here, would this help you watch the shore? I think they put the text in the wrong place in the timing. Why, it is old to be sure, but this telescope has been patched up to a rare beauty. You have my thanks, stranger. I am indebted. Oh, what is that? On the cliff there, well below me. But if it isn't the Wright's old summer house. I thought it entirely destroyed. It looks like you can get there using the old cliff path. Excuse me, did you say the Wright summer house? Ah. And that tree we examined earlier. Well, yes, I never saw it myself. I was too young at the time. But everyone around here knows the story well. It was a terrible tragedy, you see. One night there was a landslide just beneath the house. Most of the building fell sheer into the sea, leaving only yonder ruins. Many died, though by a miracle young Master Wright was spared. You can see it from here. Look right there on the other side of the beach. You see it? A new place to go. I still want to go back to the mansion, though. There's more left undone there. Anything new to say? Sharp peaks peek out from beneath the water. Sharp peaks, sharp rocks. There must be treacherous waters to sail. I will not waver in my determination to destroy that thing. Not while this old body of mine endures. Alright, Captain Ahab. A windswept old gnarly tree is clinging onto the cliff with what roots remain. Someday it will fall into the ocean below. Alright, sounds like the church opened. This is a long chapter. We got here. The window has been boarded up. Did it get broken or something? A confessional. So Wickport serves a Catholic congregation. Wasn't there like a big feud? I mean, I know there was. There was a big feud between Catholics and Protestants for some amount of time. I think it was maybe even violent. Well, on Ireland, of course, it was very violent. I think it might have been violent other places. Oh, what am I saying? Of course, I grew up a Protestant, and I was told stories of Protestant martyrs who were burned at the stake by the Catholic regime. So yeah, it was violent. Good morning. Good morning, my son. What's the matter, Father? What has happened to your parishioners? The village has seen bleak times. Many have left and the rest have lost their faith. Every day I ring the bells, but no one answers. May God have mercy on their souls. Why do you suppose that is? I could not say. The mist that shrouds this coast and the shapes that swirl within have long been a source of hearsay. But lately the stories people tell are not of pirates and smugglers, but of something more sinister. Some say the devil himself has come to our shore. It's a rumor I dare not disregard. Are you personally acquainted with Professor Wright? Why, yes, of course. Adam was rather is not merely a parishioner, but one of my closest friends. Since our youth, we enjoyed many scholarly but sometimes quite fervent discussions, he being an anthropologist and myself a theologian. That is, until he fell ill. But since he is like that, I have not visited him. That's all. Wait a moment, please. I need to ask a small favor. Please give this to Adam. I don't know if it will mean anything to him now, but it will bring peace to my soul if there is some token of our friendship resting by his side. Ooh, I get to go back to the mansion now. I don't know why I couldn't go back. I was like, man, I did the masks thing and then you took the option away from me. I was worried I would have to play the chapter again because it was optional content. Confessional. I don't like the practice of confession. A humble altar made of unadorned marble. I don't like a lot of stuff about religion. This neglected and decaying cross reflects the faith of the villagers all too well.